So for those of you trying to figure out AI and what does all this stuff mean, I heard a really great analogy by Jim Cramer on Mad Money, CNBC. If you're in investing, I highly recommend you watching him, tuning into at least some of his stuff. I've been watching him for 20 years. Really, really good at what he does. But anyway, today he had a really great explanation of how the whole AI build out, like the best way to think about it. And he said back to the last industrial revolution, there was a lot of railroad tracks that had to be laid. And during that time, there was a lot of companies that overbuilt the tracks. And eventually there's consolidation, which happens in every sector. And then some fell by the wayside and others got stronger. But he said, think about it that way. He's like, you needed to lay that amount of track across the country to be able to have the railroad system that we have today many years later. So he equates AI to, kind of data center build out to being the same exact thing in the new revolution of AI, and that there's got to be all of this money spent on data centers, on chips, and the like that makes what he called the backbone of AI, which I totally agree with. If you don't have that backbone of AI, you can't even get to the kind of benefits of AI, just like you need to track for the railroad. So that's the best way, probably the best explanation and kind of comparison I've heard from anybody, and it makes a lot of sense. So you got to watch not to invest in anything that just has an AI in their name or is using quote unquote using AI. It really is about thinking of the people building the infrastructure today. That's the play that you want to look at today. And then down the line, there's the play of how do we make the data centers more efficient? That's another play, and so forth. And you even have cybersecurity, which I haven't even touched on yet. So just I'd share that analogy for all of you trying to put, kind of wrap your head around the AI spend and what exactly is happening behind the scenes. Just think about it as them building railroad tracks for AI. It's just data centers and not metal tracks. I hope that's helpful. Good luck investing.